In this video, I'm going to show you what you need to do right after your deer season ends. So I'm out here right now, and season ended yesterday, and so I had a really great season. I hope you guys had a great season as well. And so I saw a lot of bucks this year, just wasn't able to get one. I know January 14th, our season ended yesterday, which was January 15th, but January 14th, 2 days ago, I was hunting in a food plot stand in a property 20 minutes north of here that I go to, and I had 3 really nice bucks come behind me. Just wasn't able to get a shot, and that was right 5 minutes probably, or 10 minutes before dark. And so I saw those bucks. I saw a lot of bucks over at that property, saw a lot of bucks here. I had some of my biggest bucks on camera. I had the biggest buck on camera that I've ever had on this property, so it was really cool to see that. And even though I didn't get a buck this year, I still had all those deer here. And that just shows you how all these habitat improvements really apply to your property and can really help your deer season. And so I know I made a lot of mistakes this year, like I do every year, but one of the big mistakes that I made this year was not clearing enough shooting lanes. And so that's probably 50% of my problem this year, was not having good enough shooting lanes and having those bucks come. They were within range. I probably had 10 different encounters with 1 or 2 mature bucks at the same time, just within bow range. Just wasn't able to get a shot on them because of my shooting lane. So I'm definitely going to work harder on shooting lanes this year, and so just fixing those mistakes from last year, so that way it doesn't happen this year in this season. And that'll also give you a more, hopefully a better percentage, being able to shoot a mature buck and just having an overall better hunt as well. So like I said, season ended yesterday, and right now I'm out here scouting, and that's what everybody needs to be doing the weekend after season ends, or whenever you have time to, right after the season ends, because all that sign is fresh, and all that late season sign is fresh. And so I found about 10 different rubs coming in here. We don't have any deer on the property right now because I'm still trying to work up that cover, and I made a video on it, why you're not seeing deer late season. And so that's what's going on right here. We just don't have enough cover, and I'm waiting for all the trees and the switchgrass to grow up, so that way we can supply enough cover for mature bucks and deer in general on our property during the late season. And actually right behind the camera, which I'll show you, we have really nice switchgrass coming in good. It's about its almost entering its 3rd year of growing, so it's looking really nice. It's about 6 feet tall, so that's really cool, and we're going to see a lot of bedding use out of this. But back to scouting. That's what everyone should be doing right after the season ends, so that way you can see all that fresh sign. And really, that late season sign is really going to apply to all the late seasons as well, from the past and in the future. So finding where those deer are at late season is really critical and really important, because that'll really show you where you need to put your tree stands at during the late season, and especially finding those mature buck bedding areas during the late season and stuff like that on public land and private land. Right now, right after the season, is a really great time to get in there and go start looking, so that way you can form a hunt. Even though your season just ended, you're still working on your hunt for next year, and that's what I'm doing right now as well. This is working on my hunt for next year to see why the deer aren't here right now, and we know that because of the low cover that we're trying to build up, and how we can do to improve that, and also just marking things. I know I've been marking some T-posts that I have bordering the field by my switchgrass, so that way the combine or anything just doesn't get into my switchgrass, so I'm marking that. I'm doing a lot of things right now. I'm going to be starting the monthly whitetail checklists coming here soon, and so that'll probably be out next week. But right now, you really need to be scouting out your property, seeing all that late season sign, finding that early season sign as well, like the rubs and everything like that. But just really making sure you're making time to get out in the woods and scout and find those different habitat features and where those deer are at will really help you in the upcoming season.